Warning: this stream is rated for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tubus One Save the Music.org theater. My name is Scotty, also known as ABC. This is our series premiere of a brand new show called Ancient Airwaves, where we simply play old time radio shows, and we're typically going to be doing about 3 shows every. And we're going to start this off with Abbott and Costello. First one that I have for you is not actually the Abbott and Costello show because they didn't have their own show until quite a bit later. This was actually a segment that they had, Edgar Bergen's show. And at the time, most of the shows were defined by who the guest was on the show and have a special guest. So the special guest for this show was W.C. Fields, and it aired September 21st, 1941. Here we go.
The makers of Chase and Sanborn Coffee, the blend that's friendship in a cup, present Edgar Bergen, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello, Ray Noble and his orchestra, our guest W.C. Fields, and...
There's a little lad with freckles on his nose, good at being bad, no matter where he goes. We wonder who's his Hercules, from who he is supposed.
everybody's friend but Bill Fields, Charlie McCarthy.
Thank you, and welcome from me to you and to everybody. And from good old Chase and Sanborn to it comes. That's friendship in a cup. And welcome to Mr. W.C. Fields. He's friendship in a hiccup.
All right. Charlie. No.
Oh, here's a chair for you, Mr. Bergen. Won't you sit down?
Well, now, thank you, Charlie. Thank you.
May I pour some coffee for you, Mr. Noble? I brought some down here.
Well, thanks, Charles. Yes, I will have just a start of it.
Oh, that's nice. You're welcome to it. Yes.
Well, now, what is all this about, Charlie? This doing things for people, being so considerate of others all of a sudden.
Well, I just figure, Mr. Bergen, that we're friends.
Yes.
And what's friends for if you don't help them out?
Well, that's quite right.
You'd stand up for me and stand behind me if I needed it, wouldn't you, huh?
Yes, Charlie, I would, yes. I'll stand behind you if you're right.
If I'm right.
Yes.
Well, but can I stand behind you if I'm wrong? That's what I want to know.
I'm sorry, Charlie. Oh, I'm beginning to understand now. All this good behavior wouldn't have anything to do with Mr. Fields coming here today, would it?
Well, I thought maybe we'd all stick together and I wouldn't have to apologize.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I thought as much. Well, don't think for a minute, young man, that you're going to get out of apologizing to Mr. Fields.
But I thought...
No. Why, the idea of rigging up a skunk trap in Mr. Fields' garden and tripping him up.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's bad.
That's very bad, of course it is. Why, that sort of a thing? Well, it's a menace to society.
Since when is Fields society?
There are no two ways about it, young man. You must apologize. Yes.
Oh, what'll I say? I can say, Mr. Fields, I'm sorry about catching you in my skunk trap.
Yes.
It was a case of mistaken identity.
No. Do you realize that Mr. Fields hurt himself when he fell?
He did?
Yes, of course he did.
I thought maybe his nose would break his fall.
Now, wait. Well, young man, it's up to you. An apology is in order, and you must hold out the olive branch.
Yeah?
Yes.
I must hold it out.
Yes.
What's the use? He'll only fall over that, too.
No. Charlie, you should have respect for Mr. Fields.
Why?
Well, he's a very famous man.
He thinks he's pretty good, I know. Yes. He thinks the whole world revolves around him. And it does, most of the time, too.
Nevertheless, Mr. Fields deserves an apology.
Yeah?
Yes, and it must come from you.
Yeah?
Yes. After all, he's an upright citizen, so it must be done.
Yeah. Okay. You get him upright, and I'll apologize.
No. Well, that'll be enough out of you, young man. Now, what are you going to say to Mr. Fields?
Oh, will you help me out, Mr. Durgan?
All right. Why don't you say something like this? My dear Mr. Fields,
Yeah?
I beg leave to make restitution for my intrusion.
That's fancy.
Yes. Tears of anguish fall upon my unhappy breast. Can you say that?
Sure. Tears of anguish fall upon my unhappy breast. Chest.
No, breast.
Breast.
Yes. I smite my lonely bosom in agony of shame.
Yeah?
Yes.
I smite my lonely bosom.
Yes.
In agony.
Of shame.
Of shame.
Yes. Now take it again.
I smite my bosom in shame.
The whole thing.
Huh?
I smite.
I smat it once.
Well, smite it again. Now start from the beginning.
Oh, Mr. Fields, in restitution at your institution, on my unhappy breast.
Yes.
You smutty baboon.
No, wait.
You smite my baboon.
No.
You smite.
No, let's continue. Oh, shame. Oh, disgrace. Oh, humility.
Oh, nuts, I can't go through with it.
When it's time to be up and doing, here's the key to a better start.
Darling, breakfast ready.
So am I. Good morning, Mrs. Hart, my dear.
Mr. Hart, the coffee here is friendship in a cup, my dear.
A very good morning to you. To serve Jason Sanborn, my sweetest ma.
It's super rich and when to pour.
It adds to my love for you, Mrs. Hart. A very good morning to you, Mrs. Hart. I love you more and more every day.
But only on account of my coffee.
Well, it's awfully nice coffee.
It's Chase Sanborn.
Say, Abbott, What's Costello doing? Putting on the dog?
No, I don't know, Ray. Why do you ask that?
Well, he wanted to know the name of my tailor.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. The boy probably wants to get himself a new outfit. You see, we're going to do a jungle picture. Costello's going to play a big game hunter.
Hey, Charlie!
Yes.
Hey, McCarty!
All right, now.
Hey, Abbott!
Quiet.
Hey, Abbott! McCarty, everybody.
Hey, Costello, what is this?
Oh, I'm all ready, Abbott. I'm all dressed for my part in the picture.
Well, what are you doing dressed up in that tuxedo? You're going to be a big game hunter.
I thought you said a big game hunter.
No. What is that?
Oh, I don't go around get dressed up like this while hunting
I
things
know
like
that. It's too hot in Africa to wear a tuxedo. I'm wearing a sarong.
You're wearing a what?
A sarong?
Sarong?
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. What are you laughing about? Have you ever seen me in a sarong?
No, but I seen a lamb chop with panties on it.
Yeah. Please, never mind that.
That lamb chop has more meat on it than you have.
All right, Costello, please be serious. The title of our new picture is Hunting Big Game in Africa. By the way, are you a hunter?
Am I a hunter?
Mm-hmm.
One time in Africa, I come face to face with a ferocious lion.
And then what happened?
Well, I snapped at the lion.
Yes.
Then the lion snapped at me.
Yes.
And something suddenly whizzed past me.
What was it?
Pomona.
Oh, come on, please.
Then my uncle came to my rescue, and I finally brought the lion home stuffed.
What was he stuffed with?
With my uncle.
All right, okay. Now, look. Now, pay close attention. Now, in this picture, Clark Gable is supposed to save Rita Hayworth from a savage...
Rita Hayworth?
Rita Hayworth from...
Rita
All
Hayworth.
right, Rita Hayworth.
Rita Hayworth.
Now, wait a minute, will you just a minute? Now, listen close, will you? He's saving the both of them from a savage, man-eating lion. But instead of Gable fighting the lion, a stuntman jumps in and takes his place.
That guy must be nuts. What's his name?
Costello.
Costello. Oh, I like to meet that guy. Costello? That's me!
Yeah, of course it's you. You're going to fight the lion for Gable.
And how much money do I get?
What do you care about the money? It's the experience you need.
Fine experience. Lion meets boy. Lion eats boy.
Oh, come on.
I don't get it.
Now, don't be silly. This lion is tame.
Well, so am I, but I get hungry.
All right, now look. Now, here's the scene. As we enter the jungle, we are in search of big game. There you are.
Oh! Oh!
What's the matter?
Oh!
What's the matter?
Oh! A big bird just came out of a pond and flew straight at me.
Duck?
No! Hit me. What?
Oh, quiet. Stay close to me and be on the lookout for wild animals.
I hope we don't run into a whipsunup.
What kind of an animal is that?
You know, one of those things that looks like a black cat with a streak of white down his back.
That's a skunk.
A whipsunup.
All right, now. Come on, will you please? Costello, I'll get with it. And watch your step. And follow me. Is that a lion?
It wasn't something I ate.
Hey, wait a minute.
Get us out of here, will you?
Quick.
Get me out of here.
Costello, quick. Peek through the bushes there. Do you see anything?
Yeah.
What is it?
There's a mama lion and a papa lion
Where are the cubs?
in sixth place.
All right. Watch out, Costello. One of the lions is coming towards us. Get ready. It's going to take two of us to kill him.
It's only going to take one of us.
How do you figure that out?
Because I ain't going to be here.
Come back here, Costello. I thought you said you weren't afraid to face death.
I ain't, but that lion ain't dead.
Oh, come on.
How much money did you say I'm going to get for this?
What do you care about the money? It's the experience you need. Oh, here comes the lion. Now listen, you do whatever he does. Look, he's staring at you. Stare right back. Okay. Come on, he's roaring at you. Roar back. Okay. Come on, he's wagging his tail.
That lets me out.
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh. He's coming this way.
Hey, Abbott.
What?
Abbott.
What?
Let's make a hole for the lion to fall in.
Not a hole, a pit.
A what?
Pit, Costello, pit.
Pit. Why don't you say expectorate?
All right.
Pit. I didn't know you'd talk baby talk.
All right, forget about it. Look, the lion sees Rita and Gable. He's getting ready to spring. Move in closer and he'll get you instead. Go ahead.
Not till I find out how much money I'm getting.
For the last time, what do you care about the money? It's the experience you need. Here comes the lion. Here he comes.
Help! Quicksand! Quicksand!
I don't see any quicksand.
No. I mean quick. Sand for help.
No. Stand where you are. Now look, as the lion runs by, you grab him by the mane. By the main what? The main. Lion's neck.
They do.
What is it now?
I don't feel like nicking him anyway. Abbott, I got him. I shot him in the foot and knocked his teeth out.
Now, wait a minute. How could you shoot him in the foot and knock his teeth out?
He was biting his nail.
Nice shot, Costello. Your job is completed.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Look. Rita Hayworth is getting ready to give our hero a great...
Rita Hayworth.
Rita
Gee
Hayworth.
whiz.
Quiet. She's getting ready to give our hero a great big kiss.
Oh, boy. I can hardly wait. How do I look?
What do you mean? Gable is the hero. You're just a stuntman.
I know, but I killed the lion, didn't I?
Well...
Why can't I kiss her?
Well, you're not being paid to kiss her.
What do I care about the money? It's the experience I need.
Hold on now, and get ready to jump when it hits you, because here it comes. Ray Noble's Yes Indeed. Shout when it hits you. Yes, you'll shout when it hits you. When the Spirit moves you, you'll shout hallelujah. When it hits you, you'll holler, yes indeed.
It comes out if it's in you, yes indeed.
Yes indeed.
Makes you shout that sends you, yes indeed.
Yes indeed. Hey, Billy, tell them about that spiritual jive they got down in Birmingham, man. Snooky, man, that's the same jive they got down there in Memphis. Oh, my man, ain't you done said it? You will shout when it hits you, yes indeed. Make you shout back and send you, yes indeed. When that jive's for jumping, you'll yell, let me in there, boy, and go. When it hits you, you'll holler, yes indeed. It hit me and I'll holler, yes indeed.
I'll be gone when he gets here, yes indeed. Oh, I'll sneak around when he gets here, yes indeed.
All right, young man.
Huh?
You better stay right here where you are.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And I think I hear Mr. Fields coming.
Oh. Oi, 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 oi. Are you sure he's coming, Bertie? No. You kid me.
No. Yes, yes it is.
What?
Yes it is, Charlie.
Is it really?
Yes, it's W.C. Fields, all right.
Oh, can you see him?
Well, I can just see a little of it.
Yeah?
I can see him sticking his nose in the door. Sticking his nose in the door, yes.
Oh, well, then it'll be 5 minutes before he gets here. Jiggers! Jiggers! Let me out of here. Calling after you there.
All right.
Oh.
Hello, Edgar. How are you?
Oh, hello, Mr. Fields. Hello.
Where's the little woodpecker snack bar?
Yeah, well, now, Bill, I can explain everything about that incident.
Well, explain why your belligerent little bundling board perpetrated an act of sabotage by stretching a wire across my garden path.
Yes, I'd be glad to do that. You see, it was perfectly innocent, Bill. You see, he was setting a skunk trap. That's what he was doing.
Oh, a skunk trap.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. That covers everything.
Yeah.
Thanks for the compliment.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it that way.
That's okay. Nevertheless, the other evening, As I was traversing my garden in search of flora and fauna, Flora is my cook, you know.
Oh, I see.
Rather likable young lady.
Uh-huh.
Makes wonderful crepes
Yes.
and fare.
Well, I believe all that, but that's really none of my
Well, I was walking along when I unexpectedly tripped, and the next thing I knew, I was prostrate on terra firma.
Oh.
Which was not unusual in itself, but the circumstance...
Yes, I can believe that. But, Bill, let's get back to the skunk trap, remember?
Oh, you mean Flora?
No. The skunk trap.
I see what you mean.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you, it was quite an experience.
Yeah.
I broke my femur and fractured my decanter.
Oh, no. Well, now, that does sound rather serious, Bill.
Yes, it was. I hurried to the hospital. Clang, clang, clang.
Yes, I remember that.
After 2 days in the hospital, I took a turn for the nurse. Work. Yes, it is. It's the secretary.
Yes.
And I took some beautiful x-rays of my legs. 6 reels of them.
6 reels, that's fine. A feature, huh? What'd they find, Bill, in the...
Just I expected. They found my leg was hollow.
Is that... Tell me, Bill, were you running a fever, too?
No, I had some trouble with my blood pressure.
Oh, I see. Rather high?
90 proof.
Yes.
But a wonderful place, that hospital.
Yeah.
Very comfortable bed.
Well, that helps.
He even had mattresses on the wall.
They made you feel right at home, did they, Bill?
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, Bill. Until I suffered a nervous breakdown.
Now, don't tell me you had a nervous breakdown, Bill. Oh, that's awful. Well, Charlie certainly has caused you a lot of trouble, hasn't he?
Oh, I don't blame the little fella, Edgar. I love him. He's all right.
Oh, he's lying.
Even though my fall also caused a pull tendon, Paget's disease, double vision, bad case of pernicious dandruff.
No.
Not to mention Logo and the Magogo and Ralph Hidalgo.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Complicated by a slight case of Mithantip and Boffindale and the slip...
What?
A slip sacroiliac.
No, that slip what?
Thrown in, yeah.
Slip what was that?
Sacroiliac.
How do you spell that?
S-A-C-R-O hyphen.
Yeah.
From there on, you're on your own.
It's really a wonder that you recovered from all that.
Oh, yeah. The croakers had given me up in despair. Until one day they discovered I had a passed the crises.
Oh, I see. So now it's crises, is it?
Yeah, it's a technical word.
Yes. Well, what day was it when you passed this crises?
The day they found me blowing the foam off my medicine. I thought so, yeah.
Well, when Charlie learns of this, Bill, he'll be very sorry. I know he'll be sorry. And I just want you to know, Bill, that he's ready and he's willing to apologize.
Oh, that's quite all right, Edgar.
I
As a matter of fact, I'm very fond of the boy.
Yeah?
Where is the little fire hazard?
Yeah. I think I'll call him in, Bill. Just a moment. Oh, Charlie.
He's not here.
Never mind. Charlie.
Back here.
I want you to know that Bill is right here.
Yeah.
Yes, and he knows all about it.
Uh-huh.
And Charlie wants to talk to you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Good evening, Mr. Fields.
What did he say?
I said, good evening, that's all.
Let's not jump at conclusions.
Charlie, I've been telling Mr. Fields that you want to apologize. Now, isn't that right?
Yes, it is. Yes, I do, Mr. Fields. I do.
Well, that's just fine, my little chum. Chum. There she goes again. That's happening. Tell me, my little man, why did you set a trap in my garden? Don't you know there aren't any skunks there?
No skunks in your garden, Mr.
No.
I'm sorry.
No wildlife, with one possible exception. My place is occasionally infested with a herd of pink mastodons.
Pink mastodons. Oh, elephants.
That's right.
I hear that the elephants around your place take aspirin to get rid of W.C. Fields.
A lovable little nipper. Is it true, Edgar, that Charlie can trace his ancestry back to an old chestnut stump, the abode of a family of polecats?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like the old days, isn't it, Bill?
Yeah, boy. Remember how we used to fight, Mr. Field?
Yeah.
Foolish, wasn't it?
As far as my little friend. But we're above that sort of thing now.
Yes, those were the good old days, aren't they, Bill?
Yeah, remember the time I said I'd slice you into a Venetian blind?
Yeah.
That was a good one. I think I told her, was it?
Yeah, sure was. Remember how I topped you by saying that makes me shudder? Oh, that was good. I liked it.
Who said you topped me?
I topped you.
Why, the only laugh you ever got was a sneer from a disgruntled termite.
Why? You keep that up and you play a return engagement at the hospital.
Better be careful, my little friend. You know, wood pulp is in the priority list.
Yeah, well, listen, you long-nosed anteater. Now, wait a minute.
Gentlemen, please, gentlemen.
Bergen, I'm afraid Mr. Fields just doesn't love me anymore, that's all.
Don't tell me I don't love you, or I'll break every knot in your body.
Now, wait a minute. Please. That's the wrong attitude, Bill. Why can't we be friends? What do you say, Charlie?
Okay. I'll make one more attempt at appeasement.
Yes.
Then I'll fire on sight.
You'll do nothing of the kind, Charlie. You're going to be nice to Mr. Fields.
But he doesn't like me.
Why, I idolize the little chap. I'd do anything for him.
Would you, Mr. Fields?
Why, I'd be glad to. Anything little chap craves.
Hey, well, Mr. Fields, I have a new bicycle, you see.
Oh, would you like a bell?
Well,
I can, I'm not affluent, but I could buy you a bell.
Well, that's nice that I have a bell, but I was just wondering if I could borrow... Oh, I don't suppose it'd be right.
Yes, it's all right, Jones.
No,
I love the little
No,
child.
it isn't right.
Oh.
Could I borrow your nose for a tail light? No.
There he goes. So you see, Edgar, it's no use.
Well, Bill, it's only the mischief in the boy. That's all it is. That's what makes him say those things. Why, Charlie is his own worst enemy.
Not while I am around, he's not. Can he borrow my nose for a tail light? Why, I'll fill him full of lead and use him for a pencil.
Yes. I go my lap, old Bergen. Here, wait a minute. I want to hang one on him.
No, you don't,
no,
Harold. Now, stop it. Remember, Mr. Fields is not a well man, are you, Bill?
No, that's right,
he's
Edgar.
sickly.
Yeah.
I've been a fragile thing of beauty ever since I was born.
Why, you weren't born. You were squeezed out of a bar rag. Now...
Shut him up. He's full of chipmunk.
You are so...
Now, gentlemen, please, will you please stop?
Oh, my nose, a tail light.
Well, I'm sorry about
Why,
that.
if you were sawdust on a barroom floor, I'd walk 10 blocks to a drugstore to get an ice cream soda.
Yeah,
Horse-ready
it
flavor.
looks like a tail light, that's what I say.
In silver, it's sterling.
And slivers, it's Charles McCarthy.
In violins, it's Stradivarius.
How about W.C. Fiddle?
In Athens, it's the Parthenon.
Lovely place. Played a split week there once.
In every field, true greatness stands out, head and shoulders above the crowd.
I know one field where the nose stands out. Looks like a tail light.
That McCarthy needs a new paint job. A good shellacking wouldn't do him any harm. I've got a nose like a tail light, have I?
Yes, you have.
In our field, it's Chase and Sanborn, a truly great coffee.
And great coffee means great flavor to Westerners. The thrill-packed flavor of roaster fresh coffee, super rich and supremely delicious.
When he hears the news of our next Sunday's death, he will shine his shoes, get his tuxedo press. To meet Virginia Wiser, he will want to look his best. Sunday is his name.
All the girls say he's the honey. He's not like the other chaps. While they spend all their money, he's spends his time on their land.
He may start with school the longest way around. Wind up in a pool the other side of town. Whenever you have trouble, call on him to mow 'em down. Salute is his name.
Okay, that's the first one. And as I said, that was actually an Edgar Bergen show. The infographic I'm using right now for the Abbott and Costello show was actually from their television show. So they didn't necessarily have like a full radio show to themselves until much later after like what you just heard, which was in 1941. But they did have that a little bit later on, and we're going to get into one of those here in a bit. But first, before we listen to the second half-hour show, we short commercial break and be right back. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. Let's see. Okay, so the next one is same thing with Edgar Bergen show. Abbott and Costello have a skit that's usually right in the middle. Special guest on the show this evening was Lucille Ball, but it was on November 18th, 1943. So this is 8 years before the I Love Lucy show appeared on television. Here we go.
The Abbott and Costello program, brought to you by Camels, the cigarette that's first in the service. Listen to the music of Freddie Rich and his orchestra. Billy Gray is Little Matilda. Mel Blanc is the famous Leon Schlesinger cartoon character Bugs Bunny. Tonight's guest, Metro Golden Mayer star of The Best Foot Forward, Miss Lucille Ball, and starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Costello, late as usual. Why, what kept you this time?
Oh, I was waiting for our new letter carrier, Abbott.
Yes?
Yeah, and it turned out to be a dame. Boy, did I have trouble with her.
And what kind of trouble?
She tried to kiss me. Yeah, she kept right on kissing me on the eyes, on the nose, on the chin.
Wait a minute. Why didn't she kiss you on the lips?
Well, she's new at the post office, and she can't find the right zone.
The right zone. There you go again, Costello. I can read your mind like a book. All I can see is women, women, and women.
Where did you turn to page 4? You'll find some girls.
There, girls. Girls, girls, girls. Every night you're out late with girls. Last night you were out with 2.
Yeah, but I only caught 1.
No.
Boy, was she beautiful. I met her down at the Lone Palm, King Johnny's joint.
Oh.
Was she a gorgeous aircraft worker?
She was?
What a fuselage.
A fuselage.
That little aircraft worker did something to me, brother.
No kidding.
I took her in my arms. I felt the pounding in my chest.
You mean your heart was beating?
No, she forgot to turn off the riveting machine.
Now, see there, Costello. You'll have to stop this. Either you stop going around with all these girls and talking about them all the time, or we're through.
I didn't know you felt that way, Abbott.
Yes.
All right, I promise. I won't look at another girl if I live to be 1,000 years old.
Hello, my fat little sugar man.
How time flies. Gee, Connie, you look cute tonight.
Do you really think so, honey?
Yeah. Now I know what they mean by the solid south.
All right, Costello, look.
Don't get it, eh?
No, all right, look. If you're so anxious to go out with girls, why don't you pick out some nice girl like Connie Haynes here?
Connie won't go out with me.
Yes, I will, Mr. Costello. I had a fight with my family tonight, and I want to disgrace them.
See, what did I tell you, Abbott? There's no use.
I'm surprised at you. Did George Washington give up at Valley Forge?
He had a tough time.
Never mind. Did Paul Revere give up?
No, but Paul Revere had a horse he could depend on.
Well, you've got me.
I'd rather have the horse.
Well, Mr. Costello, I'll go out with you on one condition. If you all get me a pair of nylon stockings.
A pair of nylon stockings? That's a deal.
Now, don't be silly, Costello. You can get nylon.
Oh, can't. I can get one pair, two pair. I can get a dozen pair of nylons. That OPA hears everything.
Goodbye, my fat little sugar man. I'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight with the nylons.
Gee, Abbott, I guess I talked too fast. Where am I going to get a pair of nylons? I want to go out with Connie Haynes.
Well, why don't you be smart? Be nice to Mrs. Niles.
That's right, Costello. My wife has a pair of nylon stockings.
Now, wait a minute, Niles. You mean a dame with those ugly legs spends money for stockings?
Well, now, what do you expect her to wear?
Hip boots.
Hip boots.
I heard that remark, Costello.
Oh, well, if it isn't Mrs. Niles in the flesh. And I use the word loosely.
Oh, you funny man. And I use the word physically. You know, there's nothing wrong with my legs. Why, I was once a ballet dancer. I used to kick my leg way up in the air.
Yeah, and on the way down, you catch it.
Now, look, why do you fight with Mrs. Niles? Her legs are very attractive.
Are you kidding? She's so bow-legged, every time she runs, she looks like an egg beater. Am I insulting you?
My legs are perfectly straight, Costello. Look at them. They're just like arrows.
Feathers and all.
Feathers? Of all the nerve. I'm not an old hen.
Oh, no? Get back into your coop. Come on, get back into your coop.
Stop that.
Now, stop
that, I said. Quick. Stop that, I said. Quick. Kenneth, will you please say something? Kenneth Niles, you come with me.
Niles?
Door slams.
Never mind.
No. Excuse me.
Come here, Costello.
Well, it was written here.
Never mind what's written there.
Excuse me.
You've driven Mrs. Niles out of the studio again.
Oh, pilot to navigator. Sighted dame. Tank same.
I think that's very funny, but I'm only 3.5 years old.
It's little Matilda. Matilda, what are you doing out of school?
My teacher sent me home because I kissed a little boy.
You kissed a boy?
Well, it wasn't exactly a kiss. We were eating the same liquid stick, and I chewed past my hand.
Now, look, Matilda, will you please go home?
I can't. I'll get lost.
Oh, no, you won't. The train stops at every station.
Why does it stop at every station, Uncle Louie?
Because it's a milk train.
Do they have to milk it at every station?
How do you like a little kid, 3.5 years old, wants to know if you have to milk a train?
Milk a train.
It's impossible. You can't milk a train.
That's silly.
How's he going to get a big train to sit on a little stool?
Now, look, Matilda, please. Don't worry, Uncle Louie. He's trying to get a pair of nylon stockings.
You could get a pair of nylon stockings from my friend Betty Grable.
Betty Grable? How do you know she has nylons?
Because that's where I saw her put her money.
The Bank of America never had branches like that.
Wait a minute, Matilda. Maybe you can help Uncle Louie. Do you really know Betty Grable?
Yeah. Here's a picture of us on bicycles. That's me on the handlebars.
Mm-hmm. But why have you got such a surprised look on your face?
Cold handlebars.
Cold handlebars.
And now back to Abbott and Costello and their search for nylon stockings.
Well, Costello, I guess we came to the right place. Look at that sign. Square deal, Biggle Bottoms, the happy. Oh, so happy store. Costello, what was that?
That was Beaglebottom making a cheerful refund.
Quiet. I wonder where the hosiery department is. Let's ask this fellow over here. Pardon me, mister. Are you the floor walker?
What do you think I am with this carnation on a flower pot? After all, I'm not a jerk, you know.
Well, you're not trying.
Costello, don't antagonize the man. He might be able to help you, you know.
Oh, I think you got something there, Abbott. Mister, please, mister. I wish you could do something for me. I gotta get a pair of nylons.
We haven't any nylons, and stop licking my hand.
It's no use, Abbott.
All right. Forget about the nylons and the date with Connie Haynes.
Just a moment, gentlemen. I can give you a tip on a real bargain. Due to a slight oversight in our tailoring department, we have 4,000 pairs of three-legged pants.
Three-legged pants? That's great. I'll tell all my three-legged friends.
But don't tell them all. Remember, only one pair to a customer.
Come on, Abbott, let's get out of here. And away from this guy.
All right, don't get excited. Wait a minute. We'll try the sales girl here. Oh, miss, can you tell us where we might get a pair of nylons?
Sorry, I can't help you. You see, I'm in long underwear.
Itchy, isn't it?
Stop insulting people. Now, there's only one way to get those nylons, Lou. Listen to me. We'll have to see Mr. Beetlebottom. Personally, we've got to do this. Now, come on. Here's the elevator. Up, 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 up.
That's enough,
Up,
Abbott.
up, up, up,
Abbott!
up, up.
Cut it out. Have you tried baking soda?
Look, never mind that.
All right, folks, step lively. Get a move on. Plenty of room on the second layer.
Are you going up?
Yeah. What's up, Doc? What's cooking, Pancho?
Costello, look, it's Bugs Bunny.
Hey, Bugs, what are you doing running an elevator?
Well, I'm replacing a woman. That's essential, Doc.
Come on, stop wasting time. Get us up there.
Okay, Doc. Going up. Go up too fast for you, Pancho?
No, I always wear my pants at half-mast.
Bugs, will you please let us out?
Okay, Doc. 8th floor, chewing gum, chocolate bar, sweet cream, butter, T-bone steaks, and other picture postcards.
Yeah, but I'm going to murder this rabbit.
No, don't pay any attention to him. Now, we've got to see Mr. Bigglebottom about those nylon stockings. There's his secretary. Pardon me, miss. Can we see Mr. Bigglebottom?
Okay, did you have an apartment?
An apartment? No.
Then where did you want to see him about?
I want to see him about some Nerlon stickers.
Oh, Nerlons are having a big sale in just a moment down that second Earl.
Oh, thanks. Come on, Herbert. What kind of talk is that?
Well, stop talking like that. Hurry up. We'll miss the sale.
Here you are, people. Here you are. Nylon stockings. Nylon stockings.
Hey, you over there. I'll take a pair.
For Sally. I'm buying.
I must be from Nancy's.
Hey, Costello, stop fooling around. Look up at that sign there. One pair of nylons goes on sale in less than a minute.
Hey, but there's 500 women ahead of me.
Oh, what do you care? Go on. Squeeze through.
Oh, just a minute, young man. You can't squeeze in here.
Okay, babe. Let's go outside.
Hey, you. Watch how you're talking to my mother. She's a pistol-packing mama.
What are you, one of the blanks?
Quiet, Costello.
Is everybody quiet? Everybody quiet, please. Quiet. We are about to put on sale one pair of nylons. Remember, only one pair. The first one to get to the counter will receive the nylons and free medical attention. All right, get ready now.
All right, Fatso, you gotta win this race, Doc.
Hey, Bob, what are you doing on my back?
I'm your jockey, Doc.
How can I run fast with you on my back?
Don't worry, I got a whip. Hey, Fatso, your stirrups are loose.
Take your feet out of my garter belt.
They're off, and they're running at Beagle Bottoms. It was a bumpy start, and Costello broke fast. Rounding the hard way, he's pulling away. At the half, it's Costello cutting through the girdle department. Hey, he's into the back stretch. It's Costello by 4, by 6, and now a final drive down to home. It's Costello all the way. There's nothing between him and the nylons. He can't lose. He's across the finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, here is the winner, Miss Lucille Ball.
Hey, what's this gang about Lucille Ball? Come on, you. Give me those stockings.
Hey, Costello, take your hands off that girl. It is Lucille Ball.
Yes, and you won't get the stockings by wrestling with me.
Who wants stockings?
Miss Ball, I'd like to apologize for this unseemly conduct. I'm Bud Abbott.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Abbott? You're the organ grinder, aren't you?
Yes. No. What makes you think I'm an organ grinder?
Well, I thought I recognized that monkey with you.
Now, wait a minute, kid.
Costello.
Who's the monkey? I mean, after all, I'll unfinished speech.
Costello. Costello. Costello, come here. Come here. Shh. Quiet. Now, you've got to play up to Miss Ball if you want to get those nylons. Remember, you can catch more flies with sugar than you can with vinegar.
Who wants flies? I ain't got enough points.
Wait a minute. Look, Miss Ball, it's very important for Costello to get those nylon stockings.
My cue, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, and you don't need them, Lucille.
Who don't need 'em?
Name me 2 good reasons.
What are these 2 things I'm standing on? Chopped liver?
Abbott, you're on.
Costello, just a minute. Look, you better let me take care of this. You know, Lou, after all, we understand things. Women are putty in my hand.
Yeah, but who wants a handful of putty?
Ah! Shut up. I'll have you know that I've got the savoir faire.
You ain't even got coffee.
Shut up.
Hey, look, Lucille, why won't you give me those nylons?
Give you the nylons. You've got a lot of nerve. You're nothing but a cheap panhandler. You're not even a man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, now there's a great ad lib.
Come on, look at the sheet. That's all. Read what's on there.
Well, I think I'll take the nylons home. So long, slug. See you in the slot machine.
Well, you fix things fine, Costello. What are you going to do now?
Well, I'm going to dash right out to Lucille Ball's house. Get those stockings and dash right back.
Yes, but what if she's putting them on?
Pilot to navigator. Cancel that last dash.
Well, Costello, here we are at Lucille Ball's house. Now, remember, you've got to make an impression on her to get those nylon stockings. Comb your hair.
It is combed, Abbott. Look, ain't it plastered down nice?
What did you use to plaster it down?
Plaster.
Plaster? How come your hair's so yellow?
Mustard plaster. Boy, watch me go to work on that Lucille Ball. I'll turn on the Tom.
You'd better let me handle it, Costello. She's more of my type. I go for those trim ankles.
You couldn't afford the upkeep on an ankle like that?
Why not?
That's a very classy joint.
Oh, shut up here. I'll ring the bell.
Never mind. Don't ring the bell. Can't you read the sign? Maid sleeping. I'll knock.
Oh, it's about time you guys got here. You'll find the ladder and saw in the basement.
Ladder and saw?
Yeah, aren't you fellows from the tree surgeons? I was expecting somebody here to trim my tree trunk.
We're only interested in your limbs.
Look, Miss Ball, I'm afraid you have us confused with somebody else. You met us in the department store, remember? I'm Abbott.
And I'm Costello. You must have a poor memory for faces.
Yeah, especially for poor faces. Listen, what do you guys want here? It's too late for Halloween. It's too early for Groundhog Day.
Now, wait a minute. Do I look like a groundhog? No coaching, please.
Quiet, Costello. Get away from me. I'll take care of this. Miss Ball, we're just trying to be neighborly. You know how the laundry situation is, and we're here to help you with your washing. For instance, we wash stockings and...
Yeah, stockings.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds interesting. Is your laundry service fast?
Fast. We bring it back before it's clean.
You see, Miss Ball, we're especially expert in the care of nylon stockings.
Yeah, nylons.
Nylon.
Wait a minute. Are you fellas trying to talk me into something?
No, we're trying to talk you out of something.
Well, I'm not interested. You'll have to leave now.
Hey, Abbott, I think we're sunk. What am I going to do?
Turn on the charm. Go ahead. Make love to her.
Okay. Oh, Lucille, please don't send me away. I've always admired you. Come, sit with me on this love sheet, baby. Please, baby. And put your feet, or your face, your foot in my hands. Put something in my hand.
Yeah, now turn it on, Costello. Turn it on. Go ahead.
Lucille, I've lived for this moment. We were meant for each other. I was born to kneel at your feet.
Get this GI haircut with a civilian approach.
Don't spur me, Lucille. Did everybody go out? Don't spur me, Lucille. I love you. I love you, Lucille. I love you. I adore you. When I look at your face, it sets my brain on fire.
I thought I smelled punk burning.
Hey, Abbott, what should I say?
Recite poetry to her.
Recite poetry?
Yeah.
Okay. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. If I don't get you, Tommy Manville must.
Just a second. Who do you think you are, Santa Claus?
No, why?
Then stay away from my stockings. What are you trying to do, fat boy?
Fat boy? Who's fat? Look at my shape, Lucille. Of course, I go in here, then I go out there, and I go in here a little, and then I go out there a little more than I go in here a little. And that's funny, I don't come back in again.
Oh, stop being silly, Costello. Everybody knows you're fat.
Sure. I was talking to your tailor at Universal. He says he measured you for 2 days before he even met you.
Costello? He's right, Costello.
Hey, kid.
Look, Lou, why don't you stop all this nonsense? The best thing to do is put your cards on the table. Come on.
Okay, Abbott. It's this way, Lucille. I promised a pair of nylon stockings to a girl. And if you give me your nylons, I'll let you work in my next picture.
Threatening me will get you nowhere.
Oh, we could do a terrific love scene. Come here, Lucille. I'll show you the kiss. I'm getting the hiccups. The kiss that made me famous. Ready?
Ready.
Contact.
Wow, where did you learn to kiss like that?
Siphoning gas out of cars. Well, what do you say, Lucille? How about another kiss?
No, thanks. I'd rather give you the stockings. You fellas turn your backs and I'll take them off.
Come on, Costello, turn around.
Yeah, and no rubbernecking.
Don't worry. I won't rubber. Ball. I thought it was funny.
You're just the type that would rubber, heel.
Well, I hope you're happy, Costello. You finally got those nylons. Now let's go.
Come in. Hello, Lucille, darling. I just came over to... Why, my fat little sugar man, what are you all doing here two-timing on me? You all are kids, sir. I never want to see you again. What do you say to that?
Well, shut my mouth. Abbott, she did.
It serves you right.
Okay, so what are we going to do about it? I mean, after all, look, Connie, why do you treat me this way? Look, I got to get you the... I got you the nylon stockings.
Why, sure enough, honey. Bless your fat little heart. Well, why didn't you have them wrapped as a gift?
Wrapped as a gift? I thought you were going to wear them.
Shucks, no. I'm giving them to Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball? Wait a minute. Then who have I got a date with tonight?
Not with me, sugar.
And not with me, Shorty.
That's all. Nobody wants me. The world's against me.
Don't talk like that, Lou. I'm your pal. My arms are around you. How do you feel?
I still feel lonesome.
Then rest your head on my shoulder, Lou.
Okay, Abbott.
Now, how do you feel?
Much better. Let's dance.
Get out of here!
Abbott and Costello will be back in just a moment. And now here's Abbott and Costello with the final word.
Thanks, Ken. Well, folks, next Thursday is Thanksgiving, and Jane Wyman will be here to help us celebrate.
And be sure to tune in, everybody. We won't have a turkey, but that Jane Wyman. What a chicken!
Woo!
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night, everybody at the Lone Pond.
This is Ken Niles wishing you all a very pleasant good night from Hollywood.
All right, that's the second one there. We're going to take one more short commercial break before we come for the last one, which is a couple of years later, 1947. They didn't have a guest on this show, but the theme, or at least the title of the show, was Lou Joins the New York Yankees. And this was one of many shows where they did the very popular and famous Who's on First routine. So we'll take a short break and come right back for that.
Yes.
That's right, folks. C for comedy, A for Abbott, M for Maxwell, E for Ennis, L for Lou Costello. Put them all together and they spell Camel. Experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. Let your own experience tell you why more people are smoking Camels than ever before. And draw up a chair for tonight's Camel Show, starring Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
Costello, come here. Costello, will you come over here, please? Will you listen to me? What are you writing on that pad?
Hey, Abbott.
What are you writing on that pad?
I'm just making out a list of girls I'm going to kiss next week. Here's who I got picked out. Lizzie Schwartz, Maggie Mugglemeyer, Tessie Tinfoil, Lana Turner.
Now, wait a minute. Lana Turner wouldn't kiss you.
Oh, no?
Oh, no.
Then I'll scratch her off my list.
I love you. You dummy, always thinking of girls. Girls. Great men don't waste their time on girls. Where do you suppose Benjamin Franklin would have been if he'd have thought of girls all of the time?
In the front row at Earl Carroll's?
No. Costello, I've been telling you for the past 3 weeks. You've got to quit chasing girls and get yourself a job. Look how sloppy you are. Look at your socks.
I can't help my socks, Abbott. It's those new Hickok plastic garters.
What's the matter with them?
Your socks stay up, but your legs fall down. Telegram for Lou Costello. Here, boy.
Out of the way, fatso.
I'm looking for Lou Costello.
Boy, he is Lou Costello.
The famous Lou Costello?
Certainly.
The one and only Lou Costello?
Yes.
That's me. Gee, I listen to you on the radio every Thursday night. You break me up when you say, how do you do?
Wait a minute.
That ain't me. That's the mad Russian. You're saying? Who's going to take this telegram?
I'll take it.
It's collect, $14.
He'll take it. Oh, give it to me. Here, boy. Hey, Costello, this telegram is from Joe DiMaggio. Listen to this. Dear Lou, as you know, I am recovering from a foot operation. I would appreciate you taking my place on the New York Yankees until I recover. Please report to the Yankee Stadium immediately. Signed, Joe DiMaggio.
Abbott.
Hey, that's wonderful.
News. That's the news I've been waiting for. I'm going to be a big league ball player.
Yes.
DiMaggio probably heard about my playing with the Cucamonga Wildcats last year.
You were a ball player? I don't believe it, Costello. You know nothing about ball.
Oh, no, I eat baseball. I live baseball. All night when I'm asleep, I dream about baseball.
Don't you ever dream about girls?
What, and miss my turn up at bat?
Oh! What's the matter with you?
Yes. And another thing, Abbott. What page are you on?
Never mind what page you're on.
And another thing, Abbott. Not only that, in Paterson, New Jersey, I worked out with a baseball team. I used to stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Why did you stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning?
This was a girls' baseball team.
Costello, if you're going to play with the New York Yankees, you really have to know something about big league baseball, Lou.
I know all about baseball.
All right, suppose there's a left-handed pitcher pitching. What do?
I put in a right-handed batter.
Now, suppose there's a right-handed pitcher pitching.
I put in a left-handed batter.
But now I trick you. I take out the right-handed pitcher and put in a left-handed pitcher.
Then I double-cross you. I take out my left-handed batter and put in a right-handed batter.
Now, wait a minute. Where are you getting all those right-handed batters?
The same place where you're getting all those left-handed pitchers.
Oh.
Hello, Bud. Hello, Louis, honey.
It's Marilyn Maxwell.
Hello, Marilyn. I've got great news. I'm going to play ball with the New York Yankees. I'm taking you along as a pitcher.
Oh, now, Costello, Marilyn Maxwell can't pitch.
Oh, no? You should see all the guys she struck out that were trying to get to first base. This kid has got some nice curves.
All right.
Oh, Louis, you're so sweet. But I do hope you be careful. You know big league baseball is a very dangerous game.
Oh, what's dangerous about baseball, Marilyn?
Well, I read in the paper this morning that in the opening game in Boston, 5 players died on base.
Marilyn, you don't seem to know much about baseball. Let me show you how to play indoor baseball. First, I put my left arm around your waist. Then I snuggle my head on your shoulder like this. Then I press my cheek against your cheek.
Oh, wait a minute, Costello. That's not the way to play indoor baseball.
How do you like that? Every season, new rules.
Well, goodbye and good luck, Louis. I just know you'll become famous with those New York Yankees.
Marilyn's right,
Thank you,
Costello.
dear.
This is
Thank
your
you.
chance to become famous. Now, you've got a good job as a baseball player, and you might find your proper niche in life.
Yes, I might. I mean, after all, if I find my... What will I find?
A niche. You'll find your niche.
Abbott, when I find an itch, I scratch it.
Now, what in the world are you talking about?
An itch. I once had the 7-year itch.
What happened?
I scratched real fast and got rid of it in 3.5 years.
I'm not talking about that kind of an itch. I mean an itch in life. An itch in life is what everyone is looking for. Anyone who is successful has found a niche.
Well, if that's the case, I know an Airedale that is doing very well.
Listen to me, Costello. When I say a niche, I don't mean a niche like you have when you have an itch. I mean a niche like you have when you have a notch.
Oh, you don't mean an itch like an itch when you have an itch. You mean an itch like you have when you have a notch.
Now you've got it.
Now I've got it. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Costello, why do you mash everything up like that? You're the most mixed-up man I ever saw.
Well, maybe it's because I fell on my mother's mix master this morning. She had it set for mashed potatoes. Oh, mother.
I know that. Look, idiot. All I'm trying to tell you is that a niche is a notch. Catch?
Natch.
Natch. All right. Now you know that a niche is a notch. You know that both of them are the same.
Yes.
Now, I could have a notch and you could have a niche.
Yes, niche to me and notch to you.
I'm only trying to impress you the importance of being a big league ball player and having a good income. Did you ever draw a nice, big, fat salary?
No, I never drew a fat celery, but I once sketched a skinny tomato.
No. When I say draw, I don't mean draw like you draw when you draw. I mean draw like you draw when you draw a salary.
Abbott, let me smell your breath. Mm-hmm, just as I thought. You've drawn one too many already.
Listen to me, please. When I say you draw a salary, I mean you draw money.
Now he's got me drawing money. Wait till the FBI finds out about this. I'll probably draw 20 years in a clink. And they don't feed you any celery in there either.
Costello, when I say you draw money, I mean you draw like you draw money to spend it. Not like when you draw on an easel.
That's what I always say. With money, it's easel come, easel go.
Everybody draws money. I draw money. I've been drawing money for years. My brother draws money. He's been drawing money for years.
You draw and your brother draws?
Certainly.
Just as I thought. You and your brother are an old pair of drawers.
Experience is the best teacher. It happened shortly after the end of the war. 2 cigarettes glow in the dusk on the veranda of a country house as a man and woman are chatting. The woman remarks,
Robert, you've changed your cigarette brand. This is a Camel. I can tell without even looking.
Yes, I have changed my brand. You know how we smoked whatever cigarettes we could get during the war?
Don't I?
Yes, I must have tried all the brands during that shortage. That's when I found I liked Camel's best.
And weren't you right?
yes, experience is the best teacher. During the wartime shortage, people smoked whatever cigarettes they could get. It was this experience that taught millions the differences in cigarette quality. As smokers tried cigarette after cigarette on their T-zones, that's T for taste and T for throat, it was Camel's rich, full flavor and cool mildness that stood out from all the others. The result?
Today, more people smoke Camels than ever before.
Experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. And while you light up a Camel, here's Skinny Ennis with Linda.
When I go to sleep, I never count sheep. I count all the charms about Linda. Lately it seems, in all of my dreams, I walk with my arms about Linda. But what good does it do me? For Linda doesn't know I exist. Can't help feeling gloomy. Think of all the loving I've missed. We pass on the street, my heart skips a beat. I say to myself, hello, Linda. If only she'd smile, I'd stop her a while, and then I would get to know Linda. But miracles still happen, and when my lucky star begins to shine, with one lucky break, I'll make Linda mine. the street, my heart skips a beat. I say to myself, hello, Linda. If only she'd smile, I'd stop her a while, and then I would get to know Linda. But miracles still happen, and when my lucky star begins to shine, with one lucky break, I'll make Linda mine.
Be a big league ball player, you've got to get yourself in shape. Now, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., you lift weights. From 9 to 10, deep knee bends. 10 to 11, skip rope. 11 to 12, run 5 miles.
12 to 1, I'll never make it.
You idiot, you'll never be a ball player. Staying up late and going to nightclubs, eating rich food, running around with beautiful girls. Do you know what can happen to you?
Yes, I can become manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Costello, I don't even know why DiMaggio picked you. You don't even know how to swing a bat.
I know all about swinging bats. When I was a kid, my father used to hit me with a baseball bat. My brother used to hit me with a baseball bat. My Uncle Artie Stebbins used to hit me with a baseball bat. And my mother used to hit me with a tennis racket.
With a tennis racket?
Yes, she didn't like baseball.
Well, it's Skinny Ennis.
Hey, Costello, I heard about you taking Joe DiMaggio's place for the New York Yankees.
That's right.
You know, I used to pitch for the Hollywood Stars, and boy, I'll never forget my last game. There were 5 men on base.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait. 5 men on base. Now, that's impossible.
Did you ever see the Hollywood Stars play?
Ennis, I've seen the Hollywood Stars, and I don't remember you.
Oh, I've changed a lot since then. I had the biggest buck teeth you ever saw. I was the only man on the team that could slide into second base and spike you from either end. Well, so long, Fatso.
So long, Skinny. So long. Hey, you know that Skinny would make an ugly skeleton?
All right. Costello, don't waste time with him. Now, you've got to get ready for the opening game.
Yes, I think we're going to play the Cleveland Indians.
Cleveland Indians, eh?
Uh-huh.
Feller pitching?
Certainly there's a feller pitching. Who do you think they'd use, a girl?
Oh, I know they don't use a girl. I said feller pitching.
What feller?
Feller with the Cleveland Indians.
Look, Abbott, there's 9 guys on the Cleveland team. Now, which feller are you talking about?
Feller that pitches. There is only one feller with Cleveland.
You mean 9 Yankees are going to play against one feller?
That's right.
You mean there's no fellers in the outfield?
No.
And there's no fellers in the infield?
No, Cleveland only has one feller.
Well, this feller must be pretty good if he don't need any other players but himself.
Look, all the players will be out there helping him.
You just said there was only one feller on the team.
That's right.
Then where did all them other fellers come from?
Oh, you idiot. When I say there's only one feller on the team, I mean there is only one feller that pitches.
Well, Abbott, when the manager of the team wants this pitcher, what does he call him?
Feller.
You mean he just hollers, "Hey, feller!" And this guy knows that they mean him?
That's right. His name is Feller, Bob Feller. And when I say there is only one feller on the team that pitches, that's it. And the feller that pitches is Feller. There's only the other fellers on the team, but there's only one feller.
Boy, are you mixed up. Oh, you mean the feller that pitches is feller. And there's other fellers on the team, but they're not fellers?
Now you grasp it.
Yes, I grasp it, but it keeps slipping out of my hand.
Let's go into this sporting goods store and get your baseball equipment. I want you to look right for the opening game. Now, go ahead and ask that lady there where they keep the baseball uniforms.
Pardon me, miss.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Abbott.
Hello.
And Mr. Costello.
Hello.
You soft little mon, you.
What are you doing in the sporting goods store, miss?
Oh, I just stopped in to get a gift for my nephew. I'm buying him a Bars ball.
Bars ball? Abbott, you know what a Bars ball is. That's what the poocher throws to the coocher. And the booter tries to boot a home run.
My nephew is just a lotto choke, but his ambition is to be a Brooklyn Dodger catcher.
Well, if he's only a little guy, why don't he join the Detroit Tougers and be a short stoop?
Well, I must be going. As we say in Chinese, get your gooey hot
salesman now.
Oh, good morning, boys. As Johnny Weissmuller said to Buster Crab, what dive did you come out of?
Well, my friend and I are here to get some baseball equipment. I'd like to see a baseball uniform that would fit Costello.
So would I. Look, as Adam said to Eve, quit ribbing me. However, I'll do the best I can. We'll start with the spiked shoes. What size do you wear?
8.
Oh, let me see. I've only got one pair left, and they're size 5. Maybe you can squeeze into them, Costello. Go ahead and try.
Okay.
What do you know? Open-toed baseball shoes. Now for the uniform. My, you're certainly a pudgy little rascal, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you overweight?
I'm about 120 pounds overweight, but I'm going back to my normal weight.
Yes, what's normal?
60 pounds overweight.
Costello, you should really go on a diet. Yeah, of course you know what a diet is, don't you?
Oh, sure. That's where you can eat all you want of everything you don't like.
Young man, if you really want to reduce, why don't you exercise with a couple of dumbbells?
Okay, I'm ready whenever you and Abbott are.
All right.
Well, we've got to get your baseball equipment. Mister, do you have any bats?
Oh, certainly. Here's a fine bat. Autographed by Slaughter of the Cardinals. This bat was made for Slaughter.
Ain't you got one that was made for baseball?
When he says Slaughter, he means Slaughter, the baseball player.
Slaughter, the baseball player? With that bat, you could slaughter anybody.
No, Costello, I'm talking about Slaughter. Everybody knows Slaughter. He knows Slaughter.
Well, maybe he knows Slaughter, but I don't know him.
You idiot. Everybody knows Slaughter, the baseball player. Slaughter is the man's last name.
What's his first name?
He knows.
Now, there's a clever guy. He knows his first name.
Forget about the bat. Look, mister, do you have a baseball cap that will fit Costello's head?
What size pencil sharpener does he wear? Oh, a baseball cap. Oh, yes, here's a dandy. This is the kind fella wears.
What fella?
The fella with the Cleveland Indians.
There's 9 players with the Cleveland Indians. Which fella are you talking about?
Oh, young man, when I say fella with the Cleveland Indians, I am only referring to one fella. The fella that pitches with the Cleveland Indians.
When you say the fella with the Cleveland Indians, you're only referring to one fella. The fella that pitches for the Cleveland Indians.
Yes. As Orville said to Wilbur, you're right.
How do you like that? Now they're doing our routines in sporting goods stores.
Oh, forget about him, Costello. Hey, wait a minute. I've got an idea. Mrs. Wetwash's late husband used to be a big league ball player. Now, he was a home run king, in other words. Now, maybe she'll give you one of his bats for good luck. Let's go over to her house and ask her.
Oh, okay. I'll go right over now, huh? You're right, Abbott. As John Adams said to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. How do you like that? I forgot what John Adams said to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow.
Well, good morning, Mrs. Wetwash.
Oh, hello, Mr. Abbott. Oh, my, you know you ought to muzzle that St. Bernard dog. Oh, pardon me, it's Costello. Tell me, Costello, how are things in Gawker, moron?
Mrs. Wetwash, I wish you hadn't said that. I was just telling Abbott your face reminds me of a rose.
Oh, really? An American Beauty rose?
No, a rhinoceros.
Costello. Mrs. Wetwash, Costello's leaving for New York to join Joe DiMaggio's place. Take Joe's place. Isn't that wonderful? He's going to play with the Yanks.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Yes?
What do those big Yanks want with a little jerk like him?
Mrs. Wetwash, that was an insult. I'll have you know that beautiful women find me irresistible.
I don't find you irresistible.
And I don't find you beautiful.
Quiet, Costello. Ask her for those baseball bats her husband left her.
Okay. Mrs. Wetwash, I understand when your husband was alive, he had a lot of old bats.
That's a lie. He never went out with anybody but me.
No, Mrs. Wetwash. Costello means your husband's baseball bats. You see, he thought you might give him one of them.
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Wetwash. You see, I need a good bat.
Oh, you need a good bat. I'll be glad to help you out.
Can I have the bat right now?
Right now.
Presents lovely Marilyn Maxwell for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of The Sea of Grass. For Camel fans everywhere and in honor of New Orleans Jazz Week, Marilyn sings for the first time on the air the title song of the picture, New Orleans.
Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss it each night and day? I know the moss-covered vines, the tall sugar pines, where mockingbirds used to sing. And I'd like to see the lazy Mississippi hurrying into spring. The moonlight on the bayou, a Creole tune that fills the air. I dream about magnolias in June, and soon I'm wishing that I were there. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans when that's where you left your heart? And there's something more. I miss the one I care for more than I miss New Orleans. More than I miss New
According to a recent nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
3 leading independent research organizations asked this question of 113,597 doctors. What cigarette do you smoke, doctor? The brand named most was Camel. Now, you probably enjoy rich, full flavor and cool mildness in a cigarette just as much as doctors do. And that's why, if you're not a Camel smoker now, try a Camel on your T-zone. That's T for taste and T for throat. Your true proving ground for any cigarette. See if Camel's rich flavor of superbly blended choice tobaccos isn't extra delightful to your taste. See if Camel's cool mildness isn't in harmony with your throat. See if you, too, don't say, Camels suit my T-zone to a T.
Well, Costello, I'm going to New York with you. You know, Bucky Harris, the Yanks manager, gave me a job as coach for as long as you're on the team.
Look, Abbott, if you're the coach, you must know all the players.
I certainly do.
Well, you know, I never met the guys, so you'll have to tell me their names, and then I'll know who's playing on the team.
Oh, I'll tell you their names, but you know, strange it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Strange names, pet names like Dizzy Dean and...
His brother Daffy?
Daffy Dean.
And their French cousin.
French?
Gouffet.
Gouffet Dean, oh, I see. Well, let's see, we have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You're going to be the coach, too?
Yes.
And you know the fellow's name?
Oh, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
You got a first baseman?
Certainly.
Who's playing first?
That's right.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The guy that gets the money.
That's it.
Who gets the money on
He
first
does, every dollar. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Look, all I want to know is when you sign up the first baseman, how does he sign his name to the
Who?
contract? The guy.
Who?
How does he sign his
That's
name?
how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him. Now, let's see.
Now, how did I get on third base?
Why, you mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again. Will you stay on third base and don't go off it?
All right, don't even know.
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
What is on second?
You know who on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base! You got outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
I'm not. Stay out of the infield. I want to know what's the guy's name
field.
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Look. You got a pitcher on the team?
Sure.
The pitcher's name?
Tomorrow?
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you,
Then
man.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who is not pitching?
I'll
Who is-
break your arm, you say, who's on first. I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
The catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
And tomorrow's pitcher.
Now you've got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the field. You know, I'm a catcher, too.
So they tell me.
I get behind the plate, do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and a heavy hitter gets up.
Yes.
Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to do.
It's to throw the ball at first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball at first base, somebody's got to get it. Now, who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to Naturally.
No, you don't. You throw the ball in the hole.
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying that.
I throw the ball to Naturally.
You throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
Listen, you asked me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you.
Don't say no
Same as you.
Now get it over.
I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second.
Yes.
Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't give a darn.
Well, what?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
I mean,
Abbott Costello will be back in just a moment for Camel cigarettes. During the war, the makers of Camel cigarettes sent a total of more than 150 million free Camels to our fighting men overseas. Now free Camels are sent to servicemen's hospitals instead. This week, the Camels go to Veterans Hospital, Fort Lyon, Colorado, USAF Station Hospital, Davis-Monthan Field, Tucson, Arizona, U.S. Naval Hospital, Quantico, Virginia, U.S. Marine Hospital, Baltimore, Maryland, and Veterans Hospital, Palo Alto, California. Camel broadcasts go out to the United States 3 times a week, are rebroadcast to practically every area in the world where men are still stationed, and to our good neighbors in Central and South America. And now back to Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
What is that, Lou, you've got in your hand there? Another telegram?
Hey, Abbott, look, I just got a telegram from Joe DiMaggio.
Well, go ahead and read it.
Okay. Dear Lou, just heard your show. I think you have the makings of the world's greatest natural ball player. You have spiked teeth, a club head, and you've been off your base for years.
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody, and a special good night to Joe DiMaggio. Get well quick, Joe.
Listen to Abbott and Costello again next Thursday night when Costello is going to build himself a new prefabricated house. You can imagine the trouble he'll get into. I don't know whether it'll be a 1-story house or a 2-story house, but anyway, that's another story.
Prince Albert Pipe Appeal. They're one and the same thing. Any tobacco burns, makes smoke, but where else can you find the tobacco that has the pipe appeal of Prince Albert? The coolness, mildness, the rich, full flavor. Prince Albert is specially treated to ensure against tongue bite. Crim cut to smoke slow and cool. So pack your pipe with mellow, rich PA. Enjoy Pipe Appeal with Prince Albert. And while we're speaking of enjoying yourself, be sure to tune in on Grand Ole Opry on NBC Saturday night. You all know and love the songs of America, but this week you have something extra special in store for you. Red Foley and his guests, Ernest Tubb and Roy Acuff. Grand Ole Opry Saturday night on NBC.
Be sure to tune in next week for another great Abbott and Costello show brought to you by Camel Cigarettes. And remember, experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. Let your own experience tell you why more people are smoking Camels than ever before.
C-A-M-E-L-S.
Abbott and Costello's famous baseball routine, Who's on First, is now available at Phonograph Records. This is Michael Roy in Hollywood wishing you all a pleasant good night for Camel.
All right. So that's the last one. We're going to go raid Witch Whitney. And I don't have the thing set up here to show what's coming up here, but briefly, tomorrow night we are watching The Burbs, 1989, in the Conflux Discord. On Thursday, we are continuing our Star Trek podcast, I believe with Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episodes 5 and 6. And then on Sunday, our brand new show, That Is the Question, will air at 2 p.m. Eastern. That'll be here on Twitch. So, let's do that. We're going to go raid Whitney. See you all later. Thank you for joining. Adios. Don't do anything I wouldn't do because I'm not going to do that shit. I think I'm not going to do that shit. Possibly. Probably not going to do that shit. Okay. See ya. Bye.